it's starting to hit me that it might not happen. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kaelyn. I'm a master's student at the University of Oxford studying history, and in the fall I'll be starting my PhD at Yale University in history and African American studies. I am starting a week in my life because I am going to work and I have a lot of things that I'm going to be getting accomplished this week. I have to work on my dissertation, study for the LSAT, do some work for my website, do some work for my consulting business, and a bunch of other projects. I'm also working on getting my podcast up off the ground, so I'm going to be working on some outlines for episodes before my mic gets here, probably within about a week or two, because shipping is a little slower now because of the pandemic. So this morning I got up and started my day with making my plan in the planner and also uploading my video to YouTube. So I am heading off to the barn. I ride horses professionally 4 to 5 days a week, so I'm gonna go head out and see where the day takes us. Since I always do montage videos of me riding, I figured I'd actually talk about what I do. So on Tuesdays, the horse is just flat, which means that we just do walk, trot, canter, getting them out for the week. And then later in the week, we'll jump them and prep them for clients. So this morning I am riding Gabriel, and he's pretty much the same every day. He's perfect, but I just wanted to get a short clip of me talking since I pretty much never actually talk about what I'm doing at the barn. I thought you guys might enjoy a little intermission for me talking about my academic work and talk a little bit more about my other work. Alright, so I'm home and I have showered. I also laid down in bed for a little while because I was gonna get straight to work, but I have chronic back pain and it was definitely flaring up today. So the best thing that I can do is pretty much just lay horizontal for a little while. And I've been trying to avoid taking Advil or anything for it because I don't want to suppress any possible symptoms in case I do get sick. And in addition to that, I don't want to be reliant on taking Tylenol or ibuprofen, because when I used to ride full time before, I used to take it all the time, and that's not good for your insides. So I just laid down for a little while. So I've changed into loungewear and I'm ready to start studying. I'm going to show you guys my new sweatpants from Tommy John because they're the best. All right, so here is my study outfit. I just have on a tank top. It's just from American Eagle. And then I have on these sweatpants that are the absolute best. They are so soft. And these are from Tommy John, which you can get from Nordstrom or directly from their site. And they pretty much never go on sale, but they have been going on sale recently because of COVID. And I have them in gray and now I have them in this blue color. And they are the perfect pant to just lounge around in. They're really soft, super comfortable, and they're actually long enough for my long giraffe legs. So now that I've showed you guys my outfit, I'm gonna go ahead and get to studying. Alright, so I have now been studying for about 2.5 hours for the LSAT, and I am happy to say that I worked on some logic games and I managed to get every question right. That was the section that I was the best in when I was preparing for the LSAT last year, so I'm crossing my fingers that I can keep up that score and then also improve my other scores. So now that I've done a bit of work for today, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. I'm going to hang out with my sister and talk to Liam and then get going on a nice productive day tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. Today is now Wednesday. I am heading off to the barn to go to work. So this morning I woke up and checked my bank accounts like I do every morning, and I got the stimulus check directly deposited into my account, which is helpful. It definitely helps given that I'm not making nearly as much money as I could if we were not in quarantine. But that all being said, the stimulus check was definitely helpful, and I just wanted to make a quick note that I greatly appreciate our elected representatives for vouching for the American people and for making at least some kind of effort to help people through this difficult time. $1,200 is not enough for some people. That's not enough to pay rent for the many months that we're going to be out, but it does help a little bit, and I greatly appreciate our elected representatives for making this happen. It definitely helps me, and I'm sure it'll help a lot of other people, but I hope that they also increase aid as this pandemic continues. So that being said, I got up this morning. I had a really terrible night's sleep last night. I kept having this nightmare and it kept waking me up, but luckily I'm not too sleepy this morning. I got up and responded to some comments on my video from yesterday, and I worked on some emails. I sent out some client documents last night, and she said that she really appreciated my review, so that was really good. It's always nice to hear. And also the girl that I was working with, when I first received her personal statements, they had all the content that she needed, but she needed to restructure it, and so I gave her some of my comments, and her personal statement was like night and day difference when I actually checked her revision. So that's really gratifying that my notes are actually helpful, and I think she has the statement which will, I hope, be successful now, because her background is super compelling, and I cross my fingers for everyone that works with me and all of my subscribers that get insight into the admissions process for my videos. But that all being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get to work. It's gonna be a really busy day, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it. So this is pretty much my attire every day, this and loungewear. So I just have on a teal long sleeve t-shirt, it's just from Target, a belt, my Ariat breeches, some nice long socks, and my Toms, and my favorite watch. So that is my outfit for the day, and then I'll be coming home and jumping straight into sweatpants. Hey guys, I just got back from work and my back is killing me once again. So I am going to go ahead and take an hour break. I just got home, it's about 2 o'clock. I'm gonna take a break until about 3, and then I have a call at 4 and work on the LSAT, and I also need to do some work on my dissertation tonight. I wanted to talk about something because it's been on my mind. So one thing that I've noticed since moving home and since this quarantine period has begun is that I've lost a little bit of weight. And the reason I want to address it is because I know that we kind of glorify losing weight and being really thin, but my caloric intake has definitely decreased, mostly because I'm not going out as much. And also, I used to do this back when I was riding full-time before I left for school, which is that I pretty much only eat as much as I need to because I'm so tired that I'd rather sleep than eat. And I don't know, my appetite has just been really messed up since this whole quarantine period has begun. And the reason I wanted to address that is because I saw a tweet that basically stated that everybody kind of responds to challenges or trauma differently, and I'm not necessarily calling this trauma for me, but this is a very traumatic event for a lot of people, especially with the impact it's having on people's mental health and their financial circumstances, their personal circumstances, your academic circumstances. The two types of responses that I see online the most are either people that kind of overcompensate and get really busy in order to kind of deal with stress, which is the way that I operate, and then the people that kind of become debilitated and need to take this time to rest and to take the pressure off of themselves. So we're all experiencing this in different ways. My way of dealing with it is being really productive, really busy, working on a variety of projects. My version of anxiety comes across as like high achieving or high functioning, which it is, but then it also has negative repercussions because, for example, my actual appetite has been affected. And I think that we glorify that. We glorify under eating, and then we say that overeating is a negative thing, but I think that they're both negative. Everybody's body processes stress differently, and so for me, I'm having a little bit of difficulty actually reaching the caloric amount that I need, and for other people, their bodies respond to stress by wanting to kind of overconsume calories. And I say that because I want to highlight that everybody's body is different. Everybody is going to handle stress differently. We're all going through this together, but we're all experiencing it in different ways, and our bodies are processing that stress in different ways. I know that the best thing for me is now to try to up my caloric intake by eating smaller meals throughout the day, rather than expecting to be able to eat the same way that I normally would. Listen to what your body needs, what your brain needs, and all of that. So I just wanted to make sure that I talked about that a little bit because it's been on my mind and it's something that I want to talk about when I make these videos, because I know that I get comments from people saying that my videos are really motivating and that they are really helpful for you guys, and that's what I want them to be, but I also don't want you to feel pressured to kind of be able to do the things that I'm doing, because I'm doing what's right for me and for my goals, but also because my body processes stress in a variety of ways that may be different than you. That all being said, I just wanted to touch on it because it's been something that I've been thinking about and I don't want it to go unsaid. So thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Now I'm gonna go lay down because my back is killing me and I just need to rest for a little bit. Alright, so I just finished studying for the LSAT. I studied for 2 hours and put in a bit more work on logic games, and I'm supposed to work on my dissertation tonight, but I logged on to Twitter and I just keep seeing articles about schools preparing to basically remain online for the fall, and I've been thinking about this a lot and I'm really concerned whether or not it'll actually be safe to move in August, and I don't know, I'm just really disappointed. And I know that like everybody's life is just being unhinged by this pandemic. But I'm just really worried I'm not gonna be able to go to Yale in the fall. It just sucks. Like, I'm paying a lot of money in order to finish my degree at Oxford, and I essentially only got what amounts to like 4 months there. And now I'm working on my dissertation and still paying tuition fees and whatnot, and the one thing kind of keeping me going was preparing for this move and whatnot, and I just keep seeing all these articles and hearing from my advisor at Yale and hearing from other people basically saying that it might be possible that I won't be able to start in the fall. And I thought that the worst case scenario is basically that I would be able to move, but I would be doing my classes online from my apartment in New Haven. But with the current circumstances, I am not entirely sure if I'm even going to be able to do that. Although the university has said that the contract will be upheld, which is good. I'm just worried about money. I'm worried about my research. I'm worried about just the timing of everything, how that affects my coursework. And I've been trying to stay really positive, but this really, it's starting to hit me that it might not happen. But you know what, at least I have a job that I make some money at, and I have my consulting business, and I have this YouTube channel, and I have a lot going for me. I have a lot of really great stuff that's going for me, but this one thing just really, it just sucks. And I totally recognize that it is a very privileged statement to be concerned about my PhD and moving to Yale and all of that when people are losing their jobs and people are getting sick and losing their loved ones. So I just want to say that I do acknowledge that it just, this really sucks and it hurts, but it's gonna be okay. I'll figure it out. But I think I might take the rest of the night off and just wallow a little bit, and honestly go eat ice cream or something to make myself feel better. Hello, good morning. It is now Thursday. I had a minor mental breakdown yesterday, as you saw, but I am feeling better. I just ended up taking the night to hang out with my sister, which always makes me feel better, and we got a Pizookie to go, and then we just sat in bed and watched TV for the rest of the night, just because I needed something to get my mind off of the like cycle of being concerned about Yale and Oxford and all these other things. So I'm feeling better this morning. I'm gonna have a good day, and I got up this morning and have been doing some work, and then I'm going to head to the barn in just a little bit, and then after that I will come home, study for the LSAT again, and do a bit more work on my dissertation because I didn't do any yesterday. It's okay to take days off. It's okay to be overwhelmed and to be anxious during this time. We all handle things differently, and I'm currently struggling with the uncertainty of what's going to happen in the fall, but no matter what, I will be going to Yale. No matter what, I will be doing my PhD. Even if I can't go right at the beginning in August, if it's not safe, then I will definitely end up there within the coming months after that, whenever it is safe. I am going to try to stay hopeful and keep my fingers crossed that things work out, and that by August the United States is safe enough for me to travel across. But it's gonna work out no matter what. I'm gonna find a way. I am just trying to stay positive. The only thing that I can do is just stay positive and think about the things that I do have control over. I know that no matter what, I will be going to Yale. I know that even if the timing isn't exactly perfect and it's not exactly when I was planning, I will end up there no matter what. So that's one thing that is helping me, is just thinking about the things that I do actually have control over. So I hope that that helps you too. And I'm gonna go ahead and go get ready for work because I got a lot of horses to ride, and let's get this day started.
He started with hello on a summer afternoon. I lost myself and everybody else when I found you.